Okay. What's not being said by the karmic is that these karmics are burdened, and they know that the divine feminine is focused on their stability, and they are aware that the divine masculine sees the divine feminine as their satisfaction, as their wish fulfillment, as the one that they want to be devoted to, have families with, and that they feel stunted and blocked by the divine masculine, and they know that they can never give the divine masculine this type of purity. Okay, the Ace of Cups, the karmics feel like they want to control the situation because they want their idea of family and fulfillment, but all they ever got was burdens, loss, judgment. They had to repress their emotions. They had to deal with separation after separation, and they never could get this pure compassion and this pure divine love that the divine masculine seems to have for the divine feminine, and they're not even together. Okay, and that's what's not being said by the karmics. The karmics feel Five of Cups, loss, neglect. They're in despair, okay, about the idea that their manipulation and control could not bring them this fulfillment. And they are in deep denial and in mental distress over the situation. Very off balance, very unstable. What's not being said by the karmics? The Chariot and the Page of Pentacles. The karmic could definitely be a water sign, earth sign, Cancer. But what the karmics, what's not being said by the karmics is that a lot of the karmics actually do want a new beginning. They want to move on from this situation. They want to actually move on to be fulfilled and have this sort of fulfillment, a family, love, and some of them may already have other quarters that they're seeing or potential partners, but they are actually trapped and bound to this toxicity with the divine masculine, with this obsession over the divine feminine. They are in despair and they are feeling the burden of this situation. These karmics actually want their own sort of fulfillment, okay? But what's not being said by the karmic is that they are going to remain in control. They are going to dig deep, and they're determined, okay, to stay in control and to win in this victory. They want to conquer the divine feminine. They want to win control over the divine feminine. They want victory in this situation. It's not about love, because these karmics have actually betrayed the divine masculine with other sexual partners. Some are actually in whole relationships. Some have betrayed the divine masculine by being involved with friends and family. These karmics actually want fulfillment. They are secretly tired of competing, but they are obsessed with the divine feminine. They're obsessed with this whole situation. And these karmics are in it to win it. They are Chariot, being steadfast, and they are fighting to the end for victory and control over the divine masculine. It's not about love. They want to defeat and they want to win against the divine feminine, okay? It's about competition, and they're in competition with themselves, because the divine feminine is exactly that. They're divine, okay? There's no competition with the divine feminine, but this is the Chariot. It's all about control and victory, okay? The karmics, Page of Pentacles. They are working toward trying to manifest and master their skills at manipulation, and they are trying to move past their resentment and frustration to possibly, some groups are trying to just continue to manifest and manipulate and control the situation to win, and continue to be obsessed and manipulate this twin flame counterpart situation. And some are actually trying to really discover and manifest a new situation for themselves, okay, so that they can find some sort of Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Cups of their own, and come out of this Five of Cups energy of being alone in despair and having to battle with a ghost. It appears like the divine feminine. They're battling with someone who is fated in the situation that's divine, that they can't seem to beat. No matter how many stones they throw, no matter how many books they research spells in, they cannot seem to defeat the divine feminine. So there are some who are being victorious. They're like taking on the Chariot energy, going fast and furious, and continuing to battle until they, in their minds, take control over the divine masculine and beat the divine feminine. And there are some who are moving fast and forward toward a new beginning, to find their own sense of happiness, their own Ten of Pentacles, and getting out of this Five of Cups energy, okay? So that's what's not being said by the karmics. Let's just clarify this Ten of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. Clarify Ten of Pentacles and Eight of Cups on how what's not being said by the karmics. Yeah. The karmics are losing strength. They're losing strength in this situation. They want to be victorious. They are obsessed and they are bound to the situation, and they are really wanting to be victorious over the divine feminine. And there are some who really do not have the strength anymore to fight the spiritual war with the divine feminine because they know they can't win, and they are just almost rageful. And some are rageful and are going to be fighting to be victorious over the divine feminine, and some are down, depressed, rageful, and are giving up on this fight because they know they can't win, and they're going to move on to finding their own sense of happiness. Okay, moving on to one of the other quarters or relationships that they have, and trying where they can actually find control and actually exercise their manipulation without the divine strength of the divine feminine and the divine truth and the light that the divine feminine shows. Okay, and that the divine feminine shines on this counterpart situation. Okay. How does the divine, how does the karmic, oops. How does the karmic feel about the divine masculine? How does the karmic feel about the divine masculine in their heart space? How does the karmic feel about the divine masculine? Wow. In the heart space of the karmic, remember, a lot of these karmics don't operate on love, okay? They operate on control. It's two different things. The karmic has the Four of Discs in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Knight of Discs, or the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So the Knight of Pentacles is practical, a slow-moving knight. The karmic feels that the divine masculine is slow-moving, foolish, withdrawn, and that the karmic feels as if that they no longer really want the divine masculine because there's no stability, that the divine masculine is greedy, that they experience a lot of loss with the divine masculine, and that they don't trust the divine masculine, and that he has potential, but the divine masculine does not provide enough, okay, and that they typically don't really want to hold on to the divine masculine. But this is how they feel in their heart space. That's not surprising. When they do hold on to the divine masculine, it's for control, manipulation. But this is how they feel about the divine masculine in their heart space. That he's foolish, greedy, slow-moving, unmotivated, and that they experience a lot of loss and they don't trust the divine masculine. Clarify this energy, this combination, on how the karmic feels about the divine masculine. Yeah. Clarify, but we just got double confirmation. that he's slow moving. Knight of Pentacles. He has potential, but ultimately he's, you know, introverted. He is unreliable, lacking, foolish, withdrawn, and they don't really want to hold on to this divine masculine because he is greedy, corrupt, and they have experienced a lot of loss, and they don't trust this divine masculine. How does the karmic feel about themselves? How does the karmic feel about themselves during this period? How does the karmic feel about themselves? The karmic is having nostalgic feelings about themselves, about their childhood, about their desires, about their ideals, and what they actually wanted in a relationship, and what they actually have now. And they have a lot of nostalgic thoughts about their ideals and about what they wanted for themselves in regards to love and in regards to relationships. And they feel as though with the Seven of Swords that was stolen from them, their joy was taken from them, their naivety was taken from them, their security was taken from them, and they feel shortchanged. They feel like victims. Okay, they feel like they were betrayed, and that they were deceived, and they're really in victim mentality right now. Okay, they also feel as if they are going through a lot of karma, that someone in their life is their karma, and that you know, all their choices, all of the spells and manipulation and then the black magic and everything that they have done really wasn't worth it, because they haven't really seen any benefits from any of it. But they are going through a lot of judgment and karma at this time, and they're having a lot of melancholy feelings, okay, about their star potential, and about their relationships, and about who they are as a person. The karmics are very depressed and really are having a hard time seeing the positive at this time. They are confused and they're in despair. They have really not much faith at this time, and they're very negative. They're coming to a point in their life where they are feeling lost, and they feel like they're not connected to anything substantial. Can you clarify this combination, please? I'll clarify the Six of Cups, please, for how the karmic feel about themselves. Yeah. They are thinking about their past and all their ideals and what they wanted for themselves, and all of their dreams and hopes being dashed. And coming out with the Five of Wands is basically saying that they're still, lots of self-doubt, and they're avoiding their own choices, and there's a lot of victim mentality. Clarify the other energies, the combination, the Seven of Swords, the Star in Reverse, and Judgment, for how the karmics feel about themselves. What's this combination? To clarify the combination of all the karma they're going through, the thievery that they've experienced, and their confusion, clarified that was the Hermit. So they may feel like they've experienced all of this pain and suffering and theft of their dreams and ambitions, and by Virgo. They may be feeling like they really are needing to go within to really reevaluate their choices up to this point? How does the karmic feel about the divine feminine? How does the karmic feel about the divine feminine? How does the karmic feel about the divine feminine? Bottom of the deck, Magician in reverse. The karmics feel as though the divine feminine is, they want to make the divine feminine feel uneasy. They want to continue to create manipulation in regards to the divine feminine. The karmic knows that the divine feminine is powerful, is creative, is skillful, and they want to embody this energy that the divine feminine has, okay? But the divine feminine is light and they are dark, and this makes them uneasy. And the divine feminine's power really bothers the karmics, and they don't understand why the divine feminine is not affected by their manipulation and why they are going through constant judgment. How the karmic feels about the divine feminine. The karmic feels that the divine feminine is going to get justice, okay, one way or the other. The karmics feel that the divine feminine is honestly the truth, and that the divine feminine is fair, and that her truth is going to bring equality and balance, okay, to someone, whether it's herself or to the divine masculine. The karmics feel that the divine masculine, or this King of Cups energy, is going to bring this justice to the divine feminine. The karmic sees the divine feminine as the Queen of Wands, okay, intuitive, passionate, intelligent, action, forward progression, brings forth ideas and brings them to fruition. She's confident and powerful. The karmics feel as this knows that the divine feminine is the truth, and that her goal is to illuminate secrets and to move past fear, and that the divine feminine is not fearful of them or their manipulation. The karmics are frustrated by the divine feminine, are confused by the divine feminine. They know that the divine feminine is aware and intuitive, and that their negativity does not faze the divine feminine. The karmics feel about the divine feminine that the divine masculine wants to be an emperor for the divine feminine and not for them. That the divine feminine inspires the divine masculine to move past the chaos that they create around him, they know that the divine feminine brings out the desire in the divine masculine to be powerful and to be protective and determined, and that the divine feminine is to calm in the divine masculine's chaos, but the divine masculine is inspired to be this emperor for his divine feminine. Okay, coupled with the Ace of Wands, that's all about passion. The Karmics know that the divine masculine is passionate, okay, towards his divine feminine, that her light inspires him, her light intrigues him, her light stimulates him in a way that they could never do. When the divine masculine thinks of the divine feminine, he thinks of prosperity and stability and a whole new world, new beginnings and abundance. And that when he thinks of them, it's greed, corruption, delays, toxicity. So the karmic knows that the divine masculine is moving passionately and inspired to be this leader with the divine feminine, that secrets are coming out, that justice is on its way, and that this divine masculine is going to be balanced and ready to really offer a balanced cup of love, and that he's manifesting this new beginning with the divine feminine. And the karmics know this, okay? Clarify the moon and how the karmics feel about the divine feminine. The karmics feel discontent. They feel resentful that the divine feminine is in control of her life and in control of the truth, and that the divine feminine is bringing enlightenment, okay, to the situation, and that their manipulation is coming to an end. Clarify justice, please, on how the karmics feel about the divine feminine. Yes, Page of Swords. The divine feminine, the karmics feel that the divine feminine has disregarded their immature communication, their lies, their stalking, has overcome all of that, and is still the Queen of Cups, okay? Divine feminine could be a Scorpio, definitely a water sign, or a Libra. The karmics know that the divine feminine is going to have justice in this situation, regardless of their immaturity and their lies, and that the divine feminine is still going to be healed. She's still going to be protective, loving. The divine feminine is the Queen of Cups, and they know that justice is coming to the divine feminine. We have a counterpart situation here. We have the King of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups, okay? The karmics know that the divine feminine and this divine connection cannot be stopped. Despite their immature actions and their corruption, justice will be enacted and the divine will reign, okay? Can we get a message, or should I say a warning, to the karmics? What does the divine want to make the karmics aware of in regards to the divine counterparts? What does the divine want to make the karmics aware of in regards to the divine counterparts? What does the divine want to make the karmics aware of in regards to the divine counterparts? What is the warning to the karmics? A message to the karmics from the divine. A warning. What the karmics need to be aware of in regards to the divine counterparts. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups in reverse. Your insecurity, your codependency, your dishonesty, okay, your dissatisfaction with yourself, karmics. The divine wants you to know that it's time to let go, okay? It's time to let go of the past, of your attachments, of your dependency, whether the karmics are past relationships or karmic partners or a motherly figure, okay? There is someone holding on, okay? Because of their own insecurities, imbalances, pain. Someone is holding on through manipulation, through money, through mind games. But the Queen of Cups can indicate a motherly figure. But the divine is telling these karmics that you need to let go. Four of Pentacles. Let go of your dependency and your insecurity, okay? Queen of Cups in reverse. Of this divine masculine. Okay? This masculine energy here is been through abuse and dependency, all at the hands of this energy here. And it's time. The universe has stepped in with the tower. The tower has fallen down on the situation, okay? The masks are being removed, and it's time to let go of this past pain, of this manipulation. It's time to let go of this masculine energy, because this masculine energy is going to step into its own power and find its own balance beyond this codependent, manipulative toxicity. It's time to let go, okay? It's time to let go the manipulation, of the obsession, of the codependent toxic behaviors. Ten of Swords. It's over. It's completely over. The cycle is complete. It's dead. There's no more betrayal that can happen. It's time to end, admit defeat, surrender. Okay? It's time to surrender. Let go. Move forward, because someone is moving toward the Empress, to a fruitful situation, abundance, a whole new creation, pleasure, moving past disconnection, neglect, and pain, where they can manifest and be fruitful and have abundance. Let go, because someone is trying to move past all of the chaos and conflict. Okay? It's time to stop avoiding the inevitable. The divine wants you karmics to know, okay, that truth is going to be revealed. This is a warning.